In this video, we're going to have a look at creating and implementing test plans. IBM has provided what they call the Starter Store Companion Assets for the Aurora Store. And you can install that using Installation Manager, and it provides some packages for doing testing. First of all, let's look at the preferences and see that we actually have a package up here. WC_SSCA, which stands for Starter Store Companion Assets, is in the registry. We click on Install, and we can go ahead and install the Starter Store Companion Assets. So that is in fact installed and is going to place the information in a directory, SSCA. The Starter Store Companion Assets. And in here, we can find a number of bits and pieces to help with testing. For example, the Functional Verification Test Plan. There's a couple of test plans here. We'll have a quick look at this one. And we can see that we've got the different sections. If I collapse it over on the left side here, we can see that we've got the sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sections 4 and 5 get into a breakdown, use case coverage, assumptions, test methodology, and a number of the usual steps that we see in a test plan. The schedule, the risk management aspects of it, test resources, and then down in section 5 is where we can get into the test overview, so the test case document, so the purpose assumptions, and so on. Prerequisite information, store setup, like what would need to be set up initially to get things to work correctly. So we'll go down in section 5 here, and we'll go look at store setup. So they have all the steps here. This is provided by IBM to assist with people that are actually going to be going and doing test cases, test plans, and so on and so on. And this is what was used to build the Aurora Store, which is a great starting point for anybody to pick up from. So anyway, scrolling down, the scroll bar on the side, as you can see, there's quite a lot of information that's already being provided. Use case scenarios, mapping between use cases and test cases, stories or test cases. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're using the word use cases here, but it could be this could be based on an agile development scenario. So new test scenario. So they go down through the different sections in here, listing the different use cases. And they also provide the use case scenarios for the Aurora Store as well that are being addressed in here. If we looked at the test cases themselves, once again, we have a scroll bar on the side that's quite small because there's an awful lot of information in here. We'll go back to the top just for a moment because we can just basically quickly look at the first one here where it's describing the test case name, the test case objective, which is going to be identified from the test plan. Here we've got the procedure and the actual data that's going to be used in this input. And as we scroll down, we'll find out that there are quite a number. I'm going down quickly now. And I was just looking for update the quick checkout profile. Shopper changes the currency and language in the store. There's a large number of use cases when you start to think of the globalization and so on. So anyway, going back to our test plan, to see here that we've got all the necessary sections to be able to assist us in putting together the use cases, the test scenarios, the mapping between use cases and test cases, and so on and so on. So this concludes our video on creating and implementing test plans, and the fact that IBM provides a lot of information to assist with developing a store